I abused more than 30 women during their cesarean section operations. My name is Giovanni Quintella Bezerra. I am a 32-year-old anesthesiologist from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Throughout my career I have been in charge of anesthetizing patients and sewing up cesarean section wounds. However, there is something that nobody knew, and that is that I always waited until my colleagues were busy to close all the curtains and abuse my patients without anyone seeing me. What I was doing was over-medicating my patients, so none of them realized what had happened. However, for months, several nurses had been noticing that I was behaving strangely behind the surgical curtain, and that the dosage of sedatives I was using on the women was too high, so they decided to secretly install a camera in a glass cabinet in the operating room to record my actions. On the 5th of June, 2022, while I was on duty at the Women's Hospital in Rio de Janeiro, a young woman named Nyan, who had just given birth by cesarean section, and I asked her husband to leave the operating room for a moment. Before the delivery, I medicated the woman so much that she lost consciousness during the cesarean section. I abused her for 10 minutes as I had done with many others, not knowing that I was being recorded that day. The nurses had confirmed the worst. After seeing the disturbing footage, the nurses immediately called the police, and moments later I was arrested and taken into custody. My case reached the media and I received complaints from more than 30 women who suspected they had been abused by me. I remember the case of one of my patients. Her child was stillborn and she could no longer hold it because of the amount of medication I had given her. I am now facing more than 15 years in prison. My case caused total repudiation in the population. I was locked up in Bangu, which is the largest prison in Brazil, west of Rio de Janeiro, housing some of the most dangerous inmates in the country. When I arrived there, the other inmates were banging on the bars, booing me and verbally assaulting me. To protect me, I was temporarily sent to a solitary confinement cell. I may not get out of the prison alive. What do you think about my case?